I'm going to play the old.
Play the intro.
Yeah. Okay. I always forget how to do this. CDs, those round shiny things you used to save all your pocket money up for each week and sit on the edge of the bed listening to while reading the lyrics. Just me? My name's Alan, and I think I have the best CD collection in the world. Here to disagree with me is my good friend Ross. On each episode, we'll chat about each album, what it means to me, and why I think my collection is greater than yours. Anyway, right. Hey.
The album with a terrible name.
Yeah, no. How ace are buildings? How ace are buildings? Ross.
How yeah, no question mark.
No.
Realised.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That is true. Yeah.
But I only just noticed that now.
Not very good with their grammar.
Well, yeah. And with a name like that.
Yeah. It's just an awful name.
So the album, I really thought like it's not very memorable. So I was thinking about it today, thinking I'm gonna have to listen to it again. I did listen to it a bit again.
Right.
And I think it was just like
did it just sort of wash over?
Quite standard kind of pop punk. Would you call it pop punk?
Well, do you know what? That was one of the things I wanted to talk to you about because not that I really care about genres or anything, but I always think, like, what would you call this kind of stuff? Like bands like, I don't know, bands like Ash and Symposium, I suppose, and it's like it's a very British.
Yeah, it's like British pop punk. Then I guess they've got we've got a different take on it. From say Blink and things like that.
Yeah,
because there's a few bands it reminded me of, and one was I don't know how I didn't think of this before, but it sounded a bit like Feeder.
Yeah,
do you agree with that? Feeder.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah,
there's something very Feedery about it, and and I think they're from around the same time.
Yeah,
maybe.
This is 97. This album.
Yeah.
Which
is funny because I think I read that they've been going since the 80s.
Have they really?
I think it's the 80s. So I thought, in the mid 80s they started, and I kind of thought, it's another band where they've really had to put the work in.
Yeah.
Like they've really slogged around for 10 years until anyone even listened, really.
Yeah. I think this
was the first one, wasn't it?
No.
Yeah, this was the first album.
This is the first album. Okay.
Maybe I misread that.
I think they did something.
Oh no, this is the first one. You're thinking about there's the one A versus Monkey Kong.
That's it. Yeah.
2 years later. That's 1999.
That was right. Okay. And then it was Hi-Fi Serious.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Which I made a bit of a mistake. Like just before coming on here, I listened to Nothing. You know, the hit.
Yeah, the hit.
And realized how great that sounds compared to this. Compared to this album, how good it sounds.
It was a massive riff, wasn't it? The just
big riff. Guitars sound so much bigger and heavier.
Yeah.
So when you listen to that, like Nothing, after listening to this album, you can maybe sort of when you compare the two.
Yeah. They definitely. Yeah, it kicks up a gear.
But it's the first album, isn't it? So
yeah.
I can't judge them. Like, I can't compare that song that's 2 years, more than 2 years later.
Yeah.
A few years later.
When was Hi-Fi Serious? Have you got it up there?
Hi-Fi Serious. 2002.
Was it? Right.
So 5 years later.
Yeah.
So I had that album.
Mm.
And I just thought it was a bit... Like they weren't taking it seriously. Like
no.
The lyrics aren't serious, obviously. Cheeky monkey, all that crap. I could not stand that song when I was listening to that.
Really? Cheeky.
It's just something about it, and they all had this like little audio clip of someone saying "cheeky monkey" from a film or whatever. Because it's just like what I love that little intro, like the first song. I think it's called "Turn It Up."
Yeah.
I don't know if they call it "Turn It Up" because it's got this kind of lo-fi sound.
Yeah. That makes
people. You'd want to turn that up, and then the second song would just like break your speakers if you did.
Like a scratchy record.
So I wonder if they did that as kind of like joke, like
maybe
turn it up because you do have to turn this one up, and then
yeah.
And I think the first song was quite the song after that. I felt like that was more like an intro. And then was there a song before Cheeky Monkey? Foghorn.
Foghorn. Hate you, hold you.
That was all right as well.
Yeah.
It just felt like I think I'm quite into more serious stuff.
Really?
Because your taste is a bit more like The Offspring. It reminds me of a little bit as well. The Offspring.
Yeah.
And I thought, I can see why you like it because it sounds like The Offspring a little bit.
Yeah.
You get that comparison?
There's kind of sort of they're kind of good at what they do. They don't take it too seriously.
No.
But they do take it seriously because they want it to sound good.
They've obviously taken it seriously, because 10 years doing it.
Yeah.
But just my thoughts, I think because they're from like Suffolk or something, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because I honestly forgot where they were from, and when I was listening to it, it's weird because I listened to it without having read anything about them or any information, even though I kind of knew about them, but I'd forgotten about them completely. And I couldn't remember if they were American or not. So they've obviously got this American sound.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't quite work that out, but I just thought, no, the singer, he's definitely British. Thinking about it, like really concentrate on his vocals, you can definitely hear some kind of accent. And even like Oasis, I thought was an influence, possibly.
Really?
I know that sounds mad, but you hear some of the guitars and some of the vocals, and you think, I bet they did fit into that Britpop, like '97. That's kind of around that.
Yeah,
they probably were listening to that.
Well, did Feeder kind of categorized as Britpop at that time as well?
I've got Feeder here as well.
Yeah,
'94 they formed in Newport.
I forgot.
So they were so they were probably about the same. Probably, I'm sure they played gigs.
Yeah,
probably. Same gigs and the same little festivals or whatever.
I mean, again, there's loads and loads of thank yous for other bands and stuff that they've
the bands they've
toured with.
Stuff.
Yeah, there's a thank you to Dan Hawkins.
Darkness.
Yeah, maybe.
Is it him?
I don't know.
And there's a guy in the band called Mark Chapman. Is that right?
Yeah.
Who killed John Lennon?
Yeah. I don't think it was the same guy.
No.
So
They've been let out early.
Just get out to make a record, and then.
So where were we? Yeah. So.
Who else do they thank? Here we go.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I do like reading all these.
Yeah, that's the bit we miss out on, don't we?
Yeah.
From Spotify. They should read it at the end of an album, shouldn't they? Like the CD lining notes.
Yeah. Brian Wilson.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it did say in there that they were influenced by the Beach Boys.
Oh yeah.
Which is weird. Like you hear, this is the problem I think I've got is you listen to this album. And then you see what they were influenced by when they started and stuff, and it's like they veered very far away from what they were. Probably in the mid '80s, they're probably something completely different.
Yeah.
Well, they would have been, wouldn't they? Or else they would have been way ahead of their time if they sounded like this.
Yeah, definitely.
They'd have been huge if they'd done this 10 years before it actually existed.
So here we go. These are probably all bands that they've shared stages with, or festivals or something like that. So we've got Chris at Yacht.
Well, they would have had 10 years of supporting people, wouldn't they?
Matt,
basically.
Matt Groening.
Oh, God. Yeah. They're just thanking people that they've seen on TV. And
Okay, so the first band that you mentioned, guess who that is?
Ah, Feeder.
Yeah, Feeder.
Honestly?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's thanking loads of like record companies and stuff like that and studios and that. And then they got Feeder and Crew, Jesus Jones, 18 Wheeler, Symposium, Sex Pistols, Three Colours Red, Understand, Wild Hearts, Eddie Van Halen.
I don't think they've really understood the whole thank you thing. Because you don't thank all your influences, do you? I mean, that's a given, isn't it? You know,
Sugar Ray, Faith No More. I don't know. It might be bands
is that a thing?
That have taken them out.
Yeah, maybe. Well, maybe that. Yeah, they've spoken to the guys in Sex Pistols. I don't know.
I can't imagine them supporting Sex Pistols.
No. Were they even? I don't even know when they broke up, or I don't know.
Who, Sex Pistols?
Yeah, 80s, 90s, 70s. I don't know.
What was it? 70, they lasted a year, didn't they?
Did they?
It. Yeah. It was
very
year.
Prolific.
You know, you said about the lyrics.
Oh, don't get me started on there's a theme with your CD collection.
Cheeky
Every
Monkey.
band we've had so far had terrible lyrics, but this is I'm a hypocrite because I've been trying to write lyrics. Oh, I can't do it. I'm rubbish.
Really?
Or I think I'm so critical of lyrics, I think, that I just can't do it because I write something, I go, no, that's cliche, or it's been done, or whatever.
You've written lyrics before, though. Sure you have.
Yeah, but they obviously don't. They usually don't make sense or whatever because I'm just not very good. Like, you're going to go on to lyrics. You're going to talk about how he keeps mentioning his name.
Yeah.
All the way.
So Cheeky Monkey, right? My name's Jason.
Yeah.
I'll rock your face.
I'll rock your face in. Yeah.
Because I've got relations in my band. I think that's brilliant. In a really bad kind of way.
It's just another one of those things, you know. To be fair, good on them for not taking it too seriously, really.
We rock in the summer, sleep in the winter, park where we want to, and pay the fine.
That's
rock and roll.
Yeah, when they pull up to a venue and they have to load in, and then the ticket guy puts I read the one that says, there's the one that just went, I like the summer like you like your wife.
Yeah. Oh.
What's that?
Beautiful.
I don't understand what he means, really. Obviously, he really likes the summer. That was I think that was an alright song, actually. That one, but I can't remember what it's called.
The obligatory chilled out one. It was called... What's that one called? Fistral. I don't know why it's called Fistral. Fistral.
They had some good songs. I quite liked. Another lyric was JP. I think I heard this just a minute ago or something, like when I was re-listening to it. Yeah. JP wants to rock. Just stuff like that makes me cringe. I was like, oh yeah, that is your initials, isn't it? Oh.
It's all right. If it's all right for Beastie Boys, it's all right.
Yeah, that's one of their influences, actually.
Well, yeah.
So there we go.
Just yeah.
But I quite liked 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, I just like the way it sounded, I think, more than anything, because it really kicks in the start, and it sounds like something I feel like I've been in a band and played a song like that before.
Yeah.
So it kind of reminded me of that. It's got really, like, compared to the rest of the songs, it's got a really bass-heavy kind of riff at the beginning. Again, probably a bit like Plus 44, really.
Right.
Not very memorable, really. It's just like, all right to listen to.
Yeah.
A bit annoyed at the immature lyrics and the cheeky monkey bit. Yeah. But it's sounding good. Like, it's not like it's a really professional first album. But again, I think it was a major label, wasn't it?
It is on London Recordings.
So maybe it wasn't major, or they're sort of major, but
I don't know.
Obviously, good budget, like good big budget sort of sound, isn't it? Like,
but he's a producer now. Jason Perry's a producer.
Yeah.
More so than he's praising this band.
I remember reading about that when we went before we saw them. We saw them at Slam Dunk, did we? Or was it 2000 Trees? I can't remember.
I think it was Slam Dunk, actually.
I feel like it was Slam Dunk.
Yeah.
Because I thought
he was wearing his coat.
Because
Just Eat jacket.
The bass player from McFly was playing bass for them.
Yeah.
And Mark McFly were also there, so that's probably Slam Dunk, was it?
Well, he produces McFly.
Yes.
So
him and also Dan P. Carter. I forgot about. I couldn't remember this fact.
Yeah.
That Dan P. Carter was the bass player.
Oh. Yes, he was.
I thought Dan P. Carter was just a guy.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How mad is that?
Yeah.
So
I completely
when you read
forgot
their
about
Wikipedia entry, it's like annoying in a way because you get very envious of their career. Like their career has gone so well. Like a lot of these bands we've listened to, like Head PE.
Yeah.
36 Crazy Fists, you go, it's such a shame when you see bands that work really hard, don't really get too major, and they just have to plod along. Nothing really happens after the big peak.
Yeah.
Whatever. But A seemed to have done very well out of this. Like, the whole thing.
They haven't released anything for a long time.
No, but then when you look at, they obviously are doing things that they want to do otherwise, because Dan P. Carter didn't want to rejoin.
Yeah.
I think he preferred doing radio and stuff. And they were writing for other artists and stuff, weren't they? Busted and...
Yeah, well, yeah. Dan Carter wasn't the bassist on this.
Oh, no, maybe not. No, I think he came before... Well, he came at the right time, really, when it all kicked off.
Yeah. Guy called Stevie Swindon played the bass on this.
Yeah, and he left after this album, didn't he? Because I think I read, or was it after this album? I think I read, like, they got a little bit of success.
Yeah.
And then he left. Like, it reminds me of the bass player from Arctic Monkeys who just left. Yeah. After they were just about to get massive because he didn't want to be famous.
That's a massive decision, isn't it?
What a huge. And I wonder if you would regret it. You would regret it, I think, in 20 years' time.
You must sit at home thinking...
When you look at your bank.
Yeah.
And you go, oh.
You look at, you have to go back to your day job.
Well, he might make quite decent money out of the albums.
Because what albums did he play on?
I think the bass player in Arctic Monkeys just on the first album.
Just on the first.
Which is obviously massive. It's like classic, isn't it, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is the part of the Wikipedia article that annoys me. Is this bit? Where is it? So they used to be called Grand Designs, didn't they? Which is in the 80s they were called Grand Designs, but that's a different thing. Oh yes, it's like when they say stuff like this. After changing their name to A in 1993 and abandoning their early progressive rock inspired sound for a more punk rock style, they signed to a European record contract with Warner Brothers. Okay. It's like as if just doing that, just making those changes, they're signed. Like when you read these things, it always sounds like they went from nothing. Oh, nothing. Yeah. They went from nothing to something. Whereas they went from something to nothing. I don't know. No, it does sound like it makes it sound like they didn't really do much. It's just like an overnight success, doesn't it? When they write it like that. But you think they've missed out like 10 years of the band slogging around the country.
For 10 years, Warner Brothers were chasing them, saying, "Look, we want to sign you, but you've got to change your sound. No one's buying this progressive rock anymore. You've got to be punk rock now." So
I thought you were going to say they've been chasing them for 10 years. Going, your name, you've got a really shit name.
Yeah.
You need to change it to something that everyone is going to be able to, you're going to be able to search it on Google, and everyone, it's going to be really easy to find.
Search it on Google in 1997.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know, it would have been Google. Probably would have existed.
Well, did it?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Probably not.
I don't know whether there's any truth in this, but I like to believe it's true. But they chose A because they wanted it to be at the start of,
and we proved that theory here that it doesn't work. It
doesn't work. No, you've got to be a number.
They weren't first. Yeah.
No, you've got.
Or you've got to be a symbol, a bracket.
Oh yeah. Ampersand.
That reminds me of that. It reminds me of that Peep Show quote where he says, "We're going to call our band various artists just to fuck up people with iPods." They must have had that stupid conversation when they went, "We're going to call ourselves A, so we're at the start of every."
I think so.
And why didn't they think for a second? But then again, they wrote Cheeky Monkey, so they're not really the authority on.
Wow, you're quite scathing.
I'm being a bit vicious about it. I don't think it's that
scathing
bad.
than I thought you would be.
I think it's just because that's the third track. That's really annoying, isn't it? Having that as like felt like an introduction, really. Still.
Yeah.
And you get that, and you got like loads more of this to go.
God, is this a sign of things to come?
Honestly, that's what it felt like. I thought I'm going to get more of this crap, like this.
They are cheeky monkeys, just like the Bee Gees. So.
It reminded me of what's that song with Bill Oddie? Funky Gibbon. Do the Funky Gibbon. Goodies,
yeah.
That's what it reminded me of straight away. So it's not a good sign, is it?
No.
But I feel like I'm slagging off them too much. I think it was quite good. It's just, again,
yeah.
Of course, wasn't that great because
Yeah.
it would have been more well known if it was better, I think.
So my introduction to this band was do you know Rock Sound magazine? I don't know whether it even exists anymore.
Oh yeah, I used to buy that. Sure.
Yeah, but it used to come with a free CD.
Yeah.
And loads of new tracks. So
it'd be about £5, wouldn't it? And you'd be like, but it's got a CD on it.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. I put that in my collection. I had a CD and it had Bad Idea on it. Bad Idea! Which is a brilliant song.
Is it?
Just a list of really bad ideas, you know.
That might be one of the better ones. I think it did get better.
Track 5.
As the album went on, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think after Cheeky Monkey, of course, everything sort of got better.
Bad Idea. 99% is great. The other 1% I hate. So it's just a list of stuff he doesn't like. Wake Up Calls, Smack and That, Fashion Cafe, Friendly Fire, GMTV, Darker Mornings, Pavement Cracks, Lit a Drop In, Rocky 5.
GMTV.
Rocky 5, Indie Shy, KKK. Bungee jumping, number crunching, paying taxes, pay-per-view, car alarms, dinosaurs, and protest songs. I mean, the fact
that's a good way of writing a song, though. It's an easy way of writing a song.
Oh yeah,
sort of, but it works.
Right, yeah. But like, I think I always think it's funny that, like, in a list of fairly rubbish things that not many people like, he's put KKK.
Yeah, that's quite funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
GMTV.
Yeah.
GMTV, KKK.
I'm not keen on the KKK either, if I'm honest.
Yeah, but I'll tolerate GMTV.
Not a fan. Yeah. So anyway, I had Bad Idea on a Rock Sound CD, and around sort of 97, 98, I think, there was a Channel 4 program called The Young Person's Guide to Becoming a Rock Star, and it followed this kind of it followed this band, and they were just trying to make it, and they were quite good.
I used to like those kind of things.
Yeah, it was like, you watch it now, it's probably going to be rubbish, and I have looked for it, but I can't find it anywhere. It's bound.
Did it really sort of make you want to be in a band?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
there's probably a bit like that. Do you remember the band called the Towers of London? Do you remember that band?
Yes,
I do.
Tourette. Yeah.
They had a little documentary like that made you think, oh, that's really cool, just playing these crappy little venues, drinking beer.
Yeah.
It's a bit like that, probably. Like where it is the shit part of touring, but still looks cool to not have to go to work. Stuff.
Yeah. But it was all about their relationships and getting record deals and stuff like that. But their breakthrough song was number 1 by A. They used that song as the band's song in the program. And
how do you mean?
Well,
they covered it.
Yeah. In the program, it was their song, and that was their big hit. And
this wasn't a documentary.
No.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like this followed like a real band.
Oh no, sorry, no. It was a kind of a comedy.
That's worse than I thought it would be. Then. That's terrible.
No, it was really good. Look for it. It's.
What was it called?
Young Person's Guide to Becoming a Rock Star. Yeah.
Young Person's Guide.
It's very sort of indie 90s.
It says end of the 90s.
Yeah, 90s British indie kind of, what can I compare it to?
I'm imagining like a Skins kind of thing. Not
like that. Like kids just sort of,
making
swearing.
it look like it's cool to be a teenager, but actually it's in reality it's not really that cool.
Yeah, good soundtrack. Lots of rocky bands of the time. But yeah,
they have cameos.
Oh, I don't know.
Because that would have been really bad if they had like. Yeah.
I bet they did.
Someone from the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet they did. But yeah, they used A's song as their song.
Right. Okay. That's quite a compliment, really.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. unless Jason Perry had sort of friends in.
Well, see, I feel like he's probably really business savvy.
Well, he wears a Just Eat jacket.
To get where he is. Yeah, the Just Eat thing was probably a clever thing. He probably got paid loads of money to do that.
I bet he did, yeah. For some reason, he quotes a song, he quotes a portion of the lyrics from My Life by Billy Joel.
Which I quite like that song.
Yeah, well, it's a great song, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I say Billy Joel. I don't know why
It sounds like you're doing it as a... But I think keep saying it, because it sounds like you're saying it as an actual joke. Do you know what I mean? Like...
But yeah, he so they credit Billy Joel in the album, Joel.
Right. So he'll be getting sweet royalties.
Oh, sweet royalties.
Sweet royalties. But that's funny how that would appear, like on his many millions of pounds that he generates. Throughout the year.
Yeah. He'll
have that little footnote. Me listening to it the other day.
Yeah. Absolutely. And me
10p or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he can afford another bottle of wine or something.
Yeah. Like one thing that caught my eye as well, because they got a live album called Exit Stage Right.
Okay.
Now I knew immediately that that's an homage to the Rush live album, which is called Exit Stage Left.
Oh, okay.
Because they were influenced by Rush at the start, I think. I think it said that, actually.
With their progressive rock stylings. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't very successful.
Until they changed that.
Oh, yeah, and this. Like, this, well, reading the history obviously makes quite... reading the future after that was, like, quite... makes quite envious. But, like, Adam Perry, I'm guessing that's obviously his brother and guitarist.
Yeah. So
Adam Perry and Daniel P. Carter briefly became full-time members of the Bloodhound Gang.
Really?
Now, what?
What?
Oh, no, Adam Perry was a drummer. So Adam Perry replaced the drummer in the Bloodhound Gang. And Daniel P. Carter replaced the guitarist.
Really?
2000 yeah. Now, like, see what a life they've had.
Yeah. Blimey, that must
Jason Perry spent time touring with Matt Willis.
Yeah. Matt Willis is busted, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously not busted, obviously when he did solo.
Yeah.
Grammy Award-winning producer.
Grammy?
Apparently, Grammy Award-winning for the Blackout Kids in Black Houses. Kids in Black Houses. McFly, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know which one won a Grammy. Maybe McFly. Wow. But it's definitely huge improvement when Hi-Fi Sirius came out. Well, I haven't heard that other one. But A versus Monkey Kong. I mean, already I hate that album. I've not listened to it yet.
You can't be a band taking yourself too seriously with a title like that, can you, really?
No, true.
Yeah, it's... I mean... Yeah. Isn't there a copyright issue there? With Monkey. Oh no, it's Donkey Kong.
No, Monkey Kong. Yeah, that's where. I was just thinking this as well the other day. I was thinking bands with shit names, right? who are very successful, right? Think about it, like Arctic Monkeys. They're a good example.
Yeah,
bands with shit. They've literally like put a barrier up, and they've managed to get through. Like I'm trying to express what I was thinking, but I was thinking like they made it harder for themselves and still made it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like they could have made it so much easier in the start. Like, I think it's such a true thing that people were going to judge you straight away by your name, and you could be successful a lot quicker or lose out on success if you've got a shit name.
If you were right. I saw A at Nottingham Rock City, and it was just good fun. They were supporting Hellers for Heroes.
I think I read about read who they support and stuff, because they've done a lot of like Bowling for Soup.
Yeah.
Like they seem like a support band more than anything.
Yeah.
I mean, this sounds quite cool. They went on tour in 2018, they did 9 days touring just the Hi-Fi Series album. That would have been great.
Oh,
with
cool.
Wheatus and In Me as supports.
Wow.
What a nostalgia trip. And yeah, they did a tour and then appearances at 2000 Trees, but we didn't see them at 2000 Trees. I think it was Slam Dunk, wasn't it? They performed 2021.
Yeah.
They performed the Download Festival pilot and then the rescheduled Slam Dunk Festival. I think we probably went to that.
I haven't been to a festival for a long time. I'd love to go to 2000 Trees is looking good. But one of the headlines is The Chats.
Yeah, I think I sent you that going, what the hell?
Oh yeah, yeah, you did actually, yeah.
Because everyone's in agreement, I think. Like, yeah,
Well,
they're a cool band to have on the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be a laugh, but
the headline.
It's weird how they managed to sell out loads of like these. Like, they probably sold out arenas. Did they sold out arenas? I can't remember. But it seems like not a joke, but it seems like a novelty. Yeah, novelty.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we'll go and see them because they've brought back this kind of, garage energetic rock. Sort of, punk, garage punk or something. But like a whole 2 hours of it at the end of a festival. No.
Now, the Chats have got some questionable lyrics. Which
I thought you were going to say they've got some slow ballads that they're going to play in the middle. Don't
they could come out with this massive guitar solo as well.
In the middle of the set, they just go, right, come on, let's mellow it down a bit now.
Yeah. This is what we can actually play.
This is the acoustic part of the session. What?
Get your lighters in the air.
Oh, the lyrics. I just remember the song Smoko and can't remember the songs.
They write about kind of what they like and what they see and stuff, and that's kind of what they do, isn't it?
I don't really know how I feel about the way they write their lyrics and stuff. There just don't seem to be much thought put into it. Now that I've been trying to write some lyrics recently, I feel like I can't criticize anyone because it's really hard. So I'm reluctant to criticize him, but he does say his name a lot, which I don't think you should do.
Well, he's the old school Jason Derulo, isn't he?
Yeah.
You can't have a good Jason Derulo song without him saying Jason Derulo at some point.
Trying to think who else would say the name, but there's not that many.
Snoop Dogg does it quite a bit.
There's a song literally. Forgot about Dre.
Oh yeah.
Is that the one written by Jay-Z? I can't remember.
What? Forgot about Dre?
Yeah, there's a big song written by Jay-Z that you wouldn't know was written by Jay-Z.
What?
I'm gonna check that now. Still Dre is it called? Still DRE.
Yeah.
Dre recruited Jay-Z to ghostwrite lyrics for the former's comeback single. So he told Jay-Z what to write about.
Right.
And then he wrote it, and then Jay-Z. Yeah, it says it was still DRE, and it was Jay-Z, and he wrote the whole fucking song. That's what Dre said.
Wow. That's
which surprised me. It made me think, oh, all right, so Jay-Z is
surprising.
Quite good then. he is all right then.
Yeah.
Although that stuff for the Grammys was a bit weird, wasn't it?
What was all that? I don't know. I don't keep up with stuff.
Taylor Swift, I think, won the Grammy for the best album, which I think is the one that everyone wants, isn't it?
Right. Yeah.
I think that's the top prize. And he always said like, oh no, Beyonce has never won that prize. She's won like something like 40 Grammys, but never that one. Right. So she deserves that one apparently. How greedy do you have to be?
Yeah, how arrogant.
And how embarrassing talking about you, like going up and saying your wife deserves to win that Grammy. But won Best New Band at the Kerrang Awards.
Did they? Excellent.
I think they did.
Excellent.
I like hearing about that because you just think, like, do you think the people at the Kerrang Awards are anticipating that they're going to be like the next big thing when they give these awards?
Maybe
it's always a band that didn't really quite do that math.
Yeah,
didn't do that well, was it?
They made it onto sort of like playlist CDs and stuff like that, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
But it kind of after nothing. And what was the other one? Starbucks.
Yeah,
got in the top 40 or something.
Yeah.
Kind of nothing after. Well, literally nothing after that.
How do they get away with Starbucks? How did they?
I don't remember
get
what that
away
song
with-
sounded like.
Don't need your job at Starbucks.
Oh yes, that was big, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was all over the radio. That one.
How did they get away with calling their
That's
song
interesting. I wonder if it says on here.
Other high street coffee brands are available.
Yeah, Costa.
Yeah,
Starbucks.
doesn't quite sound the same, does it?
Oh, it wasn't. Oh, no, it was on Hi-Fi Serious. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I don't remember that album. I wish we did that. We did that album.
I haven't got it. I don't got it.
Yeah, this is why. So you're a bit of a hipster. You're a bit of a hipster, really. Like you got there first before.
I got there before everyone.
Yeah, you knew them before anyone else knew them.
Yeah,
which is quite cool, really, isn't it? It's like you'd listened to them
before
nothing came out.
I am quite cool, Ross. So yeah.
Yeah. Based on the albums I've listened to so far, don't know about that.
Fair enough. Okay. Anyway, big question: best record collection in the world? Is this in it?
If it was Hi-Fi Serious,
yeah.
Because I did have Hi-Fi Serious, so I would probably say that would be in.
Yeah.
Would Hi-Fi Serious be in the rest of the record collection? Probably.
Yeah. But this wouldn't be.
No. But then even Hi-Fi Serious wasn't culturally significant.
No.
It just sounded like a lot of the other bands that were around at the time, but it sounds good.
Yeah.
But this album, it is like a debut album, like where you think, well, there's potential in this band, but the album's not great in itself.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Okay.
We're yet to find one that I really.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for it. I am waiting for it.
But it's good because it's good that I've got a sort of bar.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying they're all good.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to be honest.
I'm sure I will get there to one where I go. I'd love one where I'm sort of it defies my expectations. That'd be good.
Yeah.
This one, like when the first song came on this album, it made me think this was going to be a really good album.
Yeah.
Because the first song got that weird sound, and it kind of sounds nothing like the rest of the album. And I remember you saying after the last podcast that you said, "Oh, stick it on now. I can't wait for you to listen to this album." So in the back of my head, I thought maybe it is something special. Maybe it is a really good album. I've bypassed it somehow. So I really had high hopes. And then when the first song maybe sounded alright, but I was just like, yeah, I know what this is going to sound like.
Yeah.
I know this is Alan's taste because it sounds a bit like The Offspring, which apparently doesn't, according to you. But
yeah.
Maybe that's because you've listened to a lot of bands that sound like this. It's like one of those people that say to like someone who likes metal and goes, "Oh, they all sound the same, all these bands." But to you, they don't. Do you know what I mean? So bands that sound like and Offspring and stuff like that, to you, they don't all sound the same.
He's got that high register, the high voice.
That you can't quite reach, so he sort of shouts a bit. Yeah, a bit like Feeder, I guess.
Yeah. Right, I'm just looking down the list of CDs, right? And I...
Oh, do I get to guess? AFI?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't own any AFI.
I couldn't think of any bands. For some reason, I couldn't think of any like A, B, A, C.
Yeah.
Against Me?
AL?
Oh, what? Is it AL already?
Yeah, AL.
Got nothing before AL.
I know, I haven't.
Well, I thought get Alkaline Trio, but it's obviously not, is it?
It's not Alkaline Trio.
All Time Low.
Oh, good guess, but no.
Alter Bridge.
No.
You can't turn your nose up at that when you're the stuff you listen to. Well, yeah, I know what you mean. I'd pull that face.
I'm not.
It's dad rock, isn't it?
Never been a fan of Alter
That's
Bridge.
That's dad rock.
Yeah, a little bit.
Alabama
Shakes. Album called Boys and Girls. Do you know them?
That's who I think it is. I might have to just do a quick Google because I might be getting them mixed up with.
Really good.
I'm getting them mixed up with like the Alabama 3 or something.
Oh yeah,
Alabama.
Really good blues rock kind of.
Oh, okay, so we're going in a different direction.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's who I was thinking of. I think I've seen them on Jules Holland.
Yes, I first
a few
heard
times
them,
probably.
Yeah, I first heard them on Jules Holland. and I thought
This
it
would be
was so
interesting.
good. Yeah,
I don't
it's
know
a
if
good
it's the sort
album.
of thing I like, but
No, she's got like Brittany. What's it? Brittany Howard is lead singer. She's got such a good voice. Boys and Girls is the album, 2012
debut album.
debut album. Yeah, on Rough Trade. Don't know whether they're still going anymore. I can't. I haven't heard from them for a long time. But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go, and yeah, lovely to
Great.
speak to you as always.
Yeah.
All
Cool.
right. Cool. Raiders.
Right. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Right.
It feels like, and everyone's like, "Oh, it sounds like classic Billy Joel," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"It sounds like the Great Ormond Street advert."